I want to tell you a story about a young man called Ezekiel, who was frustrated, confused, depressed, and seriously indebted. He decided to turn to God for solace. So he walked into a Pentecostal church on a Sunday, was greeted by the greeters, welcomed by a stunning-looking usher. He was offered a special seat behind the minister so he could have a wonderful view of the magnificent altar. Immediately after the service, he stood up as a first-timer and had the privilege of shaking hands with the charismatic preacher. He was given a pack that was filled with a card and snacks. He received a tap on his back, and as he walked home, he looked up and whispered, "Thank God I'm home at last." Throughout the week, he earnestly waited for a visit, believing that finally he would share some of his life-threatening secrets. It was surprising to him, not even a knock on the door. He hadn't received a single phone call. The next Sunday, he quickly hurried back to church, believing God would be honored as much as the Sunday before. But even for him, he discovered the bitter truth that a first-timer's fortune does not have a part two. Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months, months turned to years. Nobody ever visited or showed that they even cared. Early one morning, as he dashed off for work, his heart attacked and he fell on the floor. For 2 days and 2 nights, he lay there gasping for breath, praying that somebody in church would at least notice his absence. But as the cold hand of death strangled him of his final breath, he realized that no church member was coming because they were all busy minding their business. Bad news, they say, travels faster than DHL. Before you could say Jack Robinson, the whole church knew that he was dead. Later in the week, they fixed his service of songs. It was a Hollywood drama, produced, directed, and edited by his church. His pastor preached a glorious sermon, but simply just to grow the church. The music director sang and he danced only to advertise his voice. Members that never knew him began to testify of all his good works. They were all fooling themselves, but thinking they were fooling God. Meanwhile, watching from above was young Ezekiel and the Lord. As Ezekiel wondered what on earth was all the drama for, he talked on the Lord's garment and begged for a second chance to come give them his closing remark or maybe just his vote of thanks. There's no need for that, the Lord replied with a smile. My heart hurt, my heart bleeds, yet my church still don't understand the prayer I pray, my life I live for my church to become one. Yet they're living their life without understanding life, thinking that's how simply they'll just attain eternal life. But life is much more than singing and dancing and shaking behind to confuse the godly. Life is much more than making all the money and calling every lady honey or just showing off in all our flashy cars. Life is much more than speaking in other tongues, acquiring spiritual guns, rolling on the floor or shaking all over the church like never before. Life is much more than all that. Life is about Christ, and Christ is God, and God is love. So how much love have we really got? Can we lay down our lives, deny ourselves, and carry our cross? Even though it's not by force, we are shunning the wrong, knowing that Christ, who is the ultimate judge, is coming back for a blameless church. A church without spot, without wrinkle, a church that believes in true love, agape love, the God kind of love. A love that is not just concerned about the lost, but also concerned about those already given to us. A love that is willing to go into deep in search for a single sheep. Sometimes we lose our sleep. Other times we are threatened to be killed. We are not doing this to be seen. Rather, we're doing this for the sheep's milk. We are doing this to glorify our King. Because if he did it for me, then I should gladly do it for him. A love that is willing to live and willing to die just for a single follow-up, so that we will not lose another Ezekiel that will always be sitting right beside us in church. My name is Pastor Mike, and I'm really concerned about the state of the church.